everyone? Hello, sir. Hello, Imran Khan. What's up? What's up? How's everyone doing? All good? Can everyone see the Bitcoin chart? Can everyone hear me? And is the volume okay? Music not too loud or anything? All right, awesome. Loud and clear, perfect. Tu es flamand? Oui. My French is not that good, but yeah. I do speak it a little. We're very close to an area where I'd like to really start taking some off, honestly. On Ethereum, Solana, yeah, those two. What a massive trade we entered here yesterday on Sol. Beautiful one. Swing long. Half out already above these highs. Absolutely beautiful. Targeting up here weekly. But yeah, I'll give it some time. The stream first. Get some more people in. And then we'll just start with Bitcoin and then go over the plans. All right. What about Ondo XRP? Isn't it early for ARP to pump? What's your long-term target for Sol? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to $400. Not at all, actually. See up here. So high time frame, I could definitely see this once it gets going. Yeah. Can you look at Celo? I will, yes. I will take a look at anything you guys want, but as always, first I'll give some thoughts on Bitcoin and the alts I'm currently in, the longs I'm currently in on the 10K account. Greets from Belgium, damn. Jasmine, hold on a little with requests. We'll get into some requests after I've done my own things, so keep them for you for now. I meant, isn't it early for XRP to pump? I don't know, no clue, but I think the chart looks really, really good on Cripple, so why not? You see this range, this aggressive sweep, retests, break in market structure, wick down, swept the lows once more. I think at least back towards these highs now. Clean liquidity all the way here, unswept, so wouldn't be surprised if this starts squeezing. But yeah, we'll see. 60 people, let's go. Bonk. Didn't expect this move, to be honest. But hey, you see in market conditions like this, anything can happen. I thought for sure we were going to see this lower blue box. But hey, as you can see, I was wrong. SHIB as well. Was watching this when it was still trading here. I was like, wouldn't be surprised if this pumps 2x to this gray area and already took off. Oh, damn. This one as well. Oh yeah, now Yup is moving, right? Because we closed. Oh, that's Celo. Damn. You see this plan? I still had this. Wanted to sweep those lows and look at what happened. Beautifully played out. You in Yup? No. I would say unfortunately not, but can also say luckily not, because fuck that coin. Greets from Vienna. Thanks, man. Do you agree that with such growth you can forget about the sell in 25 narrative? Nah, not really. I mean, it's classic. Whenever everything starts pumping, you're changing your plans because it looks like it's gonna go up forever. That's not the play, I think. It was the same in 21, right? Who would have guessed that this was the top? Everyone here and here as well, and even here, was still aggressively buying every dip, saying we would go to 100k, and then the bear market started. So I wouldn't say that we have to forget about that narrative, if it's even a narrative. I don't know. But cycles, I think, yeah, I mean, for Bitcoin, maybe I do agree that I also think that cycles will get less clear than they have been, in a way of bull run into the halving and then bear market for a couple of years and then bull run again, you know, that kind of stuff. At least lining up with price going higher and breaking to new all-time highs. Wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin stays more stable over years. But definitely, I definitely think we see much higher on Bitcoin, of course. Hello everyone. Everyone that's new. I missed everything in yesterday's dump. Nah, you will get new dumps. There will be more retraces. You will get more chances. No worries. Don't rush. Right. So let's get started. I'll start off with Bitcoin. I mean, as far as I have something new to tell you guys from yesterday's stream, right? Because after a move like this, yeah, it's just long the dip, you know. But anyways, first of all, thanks to Vela for sponsoring. Just quickly, if you want to get into my Discord group, where I post all of my trades live, with details and just more channels with thoughts, channels where you can talk, use the link in the description. Join the Discord and send me a DM with proof that you have used the link and made a deposit. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Secondly, leave a like on the stream. 77 people, lovely to see. But let's get the likes to 30 at least. Subscribe to my YouTube if you haven't already. Trying to hit 10k subs, so I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe if you haven't already. All right. So as I said, gonna start with Bitcoin, then I'll do 3 altcoins I'm in longs in, do maybe some spot backs, but yeah, high time frame, nothing too much changed compared to yesterday. Anyways, let's get started. Well, I think I'll focus more on like low time frame setups on altcoins. I think that's the play. Starting off with Bitcoin, so massive pump into the 60Ks. As I said, last real resistance level for me is this range high from back in 21. Okay, big bull market here, pump, and then this was a high where we saw the first decent retrace to this low. Then this low led to the sweep of the highs here, which led to the bear market all the way to 15K. Okay, so range set, mid-range pivotal, range low sort of as well, but especially range mean, and that immediately, if you get the chance to buy Bitcoin anywhere near to this range mean, I think that's a really good buy. Okay, so like anything within probably this box, I'd start scaling in. Okay, maybe hold some in case we go for this low and do this, right, and then move higher. But like I've been saying, with the current inflows for the ETF, I mean, I would be surprised if we see sub 40K again. So if you're sidelined, like, I'd get in sooner. Okay, as I said, I've been scaling out some Bitcoin just because I think we don't have to straight up break out to new all-time highs and massively pump. I think we chill here for a bit, so taking some off on Bitcoin and focusing on alts a little bit more. So I've reduced my Bitcoin exposure by 30% and scaled a good part of that into Sol yesterday. Well, not only yesterday I bought more. I already had a bag, and yesterday I bought more. Why? Because low time frames, what we saw yesterday, right? We got rejected here at this high time frame resistance level. Didn't pump into it, but as you can see, this move to the downside was a really nice leverage wipeout. And usually, whenever Bitcoin does that, it tends to after that at least range for some time before making a bigger move or making a bigger retrace, right? And that's usually a good time to scale into some altcoins, especially the stronger ones at that time. Rotate the Bitcoin profits into altcoins. So that's what I did when Bitcoin did this. I bought more Sol and I swing longed on the 10K account, as I said. And yeah, it played out beautifully so far. So first Bitcoin, what do I think going forward? Well, I think if the weekly closes above this high time frame level, I think there's no way we're gonna stop before all-time highs. But then still I could see us wick above all-time highs and everyone FOMOs in because we're at all-time highs, and then see some ranging and much more choppy price action before actually taking off to potentially 80, 90, 100K. All right. So that's that. And until then, I think low time frame, you focus on these two levels. Why these two? So let's remove all of this for now. Why these two? Zoom out to the daily. You can immediately see where's the main liquidity resting. Well, obviously above yesterday high and below current daily low. Okay, the higher the time frame, high or low, the more significant it's gonna be. Okay, so marking that out on the hourly time frame might help. So what I'm looking for here would be if we go for the highs first and wick them, right? I think we could be in for a classic sweep into resistance and rejection that sends us lower. If we end up going for the lows first, before going for the highs, that's important. I will definitely be looking for a scalp long, just like yesterday, to trade it back towards the highs. Okay, but important only if we go for the lows first and that liquidity above yesterday high is still there. All right, so that's my plan for Bitcoin basically. Yeah, apart from that, I mean, buy dips on spot if it dips significantly, right? Anything around 50k is a solid buy if you get the chance. All right, so that's Bitcoin done. By the way, that trade that where was it that we talked about played out beautifully, right? I closed early before a breakout, but still profited some. I think it was on this sweep, right? Or was it here? I don't know. It was like a setup with a close stop. In market conditions like this, just buy dips, you know, and don't bother shorting. Even though, like right here, I could see a setup where if it does this, that we reverse back to the lows. But it's just in general in market conditions like this, right? Longs will always be the higher probability trade. And in market conditions like these, where everything is going down, right? Shorts will always be the highest probability trade. So, and whenever Bitcoin tends to go up, right, it goes up aggressively like this, especially, shorts are just not worth it in my eyes, at least. Just scale some off on spot then, or don't sell spot but hedge. But yeah, like I said, it's very difficult to properly hedge, and most people should be better off just not bothering and focus on their bags without trying to short. All right, so that's Bitcoin. Then Solana, I guess, as the next one. So let's remove this for now. Weekly, we talked about this range, this daily or 3-day range with this as the high, this as the low. Low swept, okay, consolidated around range mean. Range mean very pivotal, as you can see, all the way here, broke above, retest, and then what I said exactly yesterday, looks ready for a takeoff, and look at what it's currently doing. Swept the highs, which is the reason I took off half on my swing long. I am still fully in spots, and my first target for that would be this weekly high up here, okay? After this, do I think we dip significantly? I don't know, I've got no clue, but I could see something where we wick this in there and then at least spend some more time down here before taking off to new highs, okay? Overall, I think holding some for $400 definitely makes sense, okay? From all-time highs to all-time lows, fib level 1.618 at around $400. So maybe the meme number for 20, we'll see, okay? But so yeah, after yesterday's long squeeze on Bitcoin, alts took a hit as well, obviously, and you could immediately see Solana, the way it traded back higher, that there was definitely strength, which is the reason I bought more spots and longed on margin, and yeah, so far beautifully played out. As I said, on margin I'm half out already, and holding the rest of the position for up here. So ideally from here we squeeze a bit higher, so I can get out, and then ideally look to get back in as close to this range mean as possible. But we'll have to see. If the weekly decides to close above this high here, then I wouldn't be surprised if you don't get any dip at all, well, or no significant dip at least, and we just trade a lot higher towards $200. If not, and we wick above there, and for example close the day the weekly around here, I could see us retest this range mean area. If we close the weekly below this range high level, then I could see us trade all the way back into some lows down here, even in the lower part of the range, which would then still be a great buy for the long term. All right. Why that level for the range low? for Sol. Not sure when you typed a question if it's for Bitcoin or for Sol, but in this case, it's because all of this upside. Oh, Bitcoin. Well, I'll explain for this one as well. All of this upside, this was the high where we started topping and put in a decent retrace towards this low. And this is the low that got swept here, right? That at this point sent us back to the highs, okay? That's also the reason why right now a break back within this range wouldn't be the best sign. And then I could definitely see us trade back towards like, trade back towards like this area, a little bit lower maybe, somewhere around here, before taking off higher. And that's the main reason I took off half, okay? So that's also why I said ideally straight back up higher and then put in a retrace so we can load back up. But yeah, we'll have to see, okay? For Bitcoin, that range low, it's just because it's a daily, it's the current daily low. If you check on the daily, today's low, right, is right there. You could also take these lows, could also wick down there. So I'm not sure if I would feel safe if Bitcoin wicks into gray with a stop that close. So then I might put it right there, or maybe even below there, in case we wick below yesterday's wick. But to be honest, I think that holds for now. I think at least if we go for the lows without sweeping this, I don't think we make it towards here. So then I think stops below here are safe. So just for a scalp, like as you can see, even if it's just back towards the highs as a range play, it's already 1.7R with high probability in market conditions like this. So if you get this dip, it's a long in my eyes. All right, everything clear so far? So that's Sol, as I said, in spot and in still half my long. And then what else I have with meme coin, just yeah, looked very, very strong, broke out massively. So dips are for buying. And what did it do? It swept the lows. These lows right here, yeah, you could take those or you could take this one, right? Doesn't really matter. What does matter is context. We did sweep the lows into former demand, right? Also, the area where price wicked down and then took off from, right? That's always gonna be an area where a lot of people traded, so that could act as support, okay? So we wicked in there, and as you can see, solid bounce. My entry wasn't the best. I entered like up here, I think. So not the best entry, but even just back at the highs. I think we at least sweep the highs once more and maybe then put in a decent retrace. But for now, I'm holding this small long scalp right towards the highs. And maybe even a fresh breakout towards a dollar. Who knows? And then lastly, last position I'm in is XRP. Yes, you hear that right, XRP. Why? Just because I love the look of the chart, you know, daily range low, swept, unswept high there, but more importantly, a shitload of highs resting above current price. Here, there, come on, and there. Yeah, could even take even more, like this one right here. But you get the point, right? Lows swept, highs unswept, hasn't really moved as well. And whenever Ripple does move, it usually moves hard, right? As you can see from previous pumps, here, big squeeze, even these, right? Big squeeze, huge squeeze. So whenever it goes, it usually tends to go hard. So what I'm looking for here is just a squeeze at least towards here. I will likely hold some and see once again if the weekly closes above the key high, hold, even buy more on the retest, target the high. If it wicks above and closes below, then I'll be fully out of the position. Okay, so what's the setup look like? As you can see, entered today, we are in profit, but it hasn't really moved. Like, I am in profit, and on the hourly it might look like it moved quite a bit already, but like compared to what I'm looking for, the move I'm looking for hasn't really done anything yet. Okay, to the highs it's like 2R, beautiful play, high probability in my opinion. So those are the three I'm in on margin, and then spot. I sold Mask yesterday or the day before even on the pump. Just wanted to reduce some exposure on that. For then, still in Matic, right? Still hasn't taken off. Not really doing anything right now, but just ranging around a bit. I think once it takes off, it will get aggressive. Metis still doing very good, pumping to new highs slowly. This one hasn't done anything. Seems like it's sleeping. But anyways, if it sweeps the lows, I'll likely buy some more, targeting at least a 2x from here. This one also woke up a little bit, but swept the highs and is looking rather weak right now. But yeah, once again, this could dip all the way back into here and I'd still be bullish, right? Could do this, boom, reclaim, and then I'd still say this looks good. Why? Because it's completely based on the weekly time frame, break out of this high time frame weekly range. So that's why I bought, looking for continuation. And as you can see so far, did pretty good. Doggy, massive pump. I said I would de-risk on Doggy right here, so that's what I did yesterday, but looks like it wants even higher. Not sure where I'll be selling the rest of my Doggy. Probably take half off again right here and again hold some in case it pumps to like all the way up here. So that would be my next target for Doggy. But short time frame up here, right? So this key high from back in 22, and after that I think it's off to 0.4, some above these highs. You can see these are key levels, right? This one and then that one up here. And if we break, like if we do this and close back in here strong, the dip might be a good buy to target there. So I'll see about that. That might be a nice play on Doggy, because at that point all of this can be seen as the sweep of the lows, right? That sends us to the highs. Right, makes sense. Then GMX also still looking very good, in profit. Yeah, I think from yesterday we got that wick after all. Still targeting all the way up here. Also hasn't really moved significantly. And then obviously Ethereum. Oh yeah, let's talk about Ethereum, because I was thinking about Ethereum for a long time, what I would do with my spot backs, because for Bitcoin I had a clear plan, but for Ethereum not really. And my bag is getting quite big, so dollar value of course. So I will be selling Ethereum in this gray box. So bigger range from back in 22, lows, highs, similar to Bitcoin. Swept, reclaim, right? What's the target? Range high, clean liquidity here, and supply resting right here. So I will be scaling out of some Ethereum. If we get one more push, I'll likely be selling all the way up to 40%, just like I did with Bitcoin, honestly. And then the plan will be the same. If it decides to do this pump in there, and then I see bullish price action around range mean here, right? I will likely buy some again, get back in, targeting new all-time highs, okay? But I will be scaling out of some once we pump straight into the gray area, all right? Do you think Ethereum can go to 10K? Yes, for sure. Why not? Yeah. What's your prep strategy when you play 3% funding every 7 hours? Yeah, don't hold for too long. I mean, that's all you can do, right? But on margin, I usually don't stay longer than a couple days in the same position. Usually within the same day, I'm in or out. So, how would you describe your edge and trading style? Damn. Go watch my pinned post video on my Twitter. That's basically how I trade. And my edge, I think my biggest edge right now, and why I'm doing good at the moment, is just experience, because I've seen 3 bull markets and bear markets, and it's the same thing over and over again. And because you need some experience to understand and to realize what Bitcoin and altcoins are capable of doing whenever the market conditions are as they are right now, right? If that makes sense. Yeah, I think with at least wicks the highs. If it wouldn't have, if it would have swept yesterday high already, I'd feel less comfortable in the position. But as you can see right now, you see this daily chart. I'd be surprised if we don't sweep yesterday high. And if it doesn't, I'll be looking for fresh longs if I get stopped. Let's see, that daily low can use. Second level would be there, and third there. So those could be nice entries, low time frame. Nothing too much on the 4 hour. Yeah, I'd just be looking. I think honestly we hold where we're at right now. Well, where our stop is. I initially entered with a tight stop right below the low, but then moved it lower. I was half risk, so could allow me to lower my stop. And I'm not sure why I don't have the position here anymore. But right now it's below here. Below here. So yeah, indeed not the best risk reward. I was initially targeting the breakout, but it took a little longer than I would have thought. But yeah, let's see. I think if it dips here, right, if it does this, that could be a nice play as well. Even if we sweep the high first. Right, then it's just a range play. Like this maybe. Or if it dips first, I think then the chances of us breaking a lot higher also increase. But yeah, we've sort of swept the lows already, so... What would be our target for Pepe? Fuck Pepe, man. Man, that played out beautifully. Exactly how I was... What I was anticipating on this. Nah, fuck that. I'm still in. Well, good for you. Congrats. Fuck me. I mean, don't forget to take some off though. Like, everyone always thinks that it's either you're all out or you're all in, right? And where do I buy? Where do I sell? 100% of the position. Like, just scale in and scale out. It's so much easier. Sol alternative Miro. Up 26%, not bad. Just took the highs. Yeah, but I like it though. So you see this already as the high sweep. Supply dumped. Initial reaction, bearish. Bearish scenario invalidated by just pumping back above. Retest. So this makes sense. Why not? You know? Is there a chart with more data on this one? Oh yeah. Hey, nice trade. I mean, I don't really like the bottoming structure if you're assuming that it's going back to all-time highs, because then I would wait. I would have liked it more if this would have done this. You know what my trading style is, right? But yeah, in market conditions like this, you might not get it. So could be a nice long, but I think there could be better ones out there. Celo, yes. Yeah, this is your first target, I think. Wait for the weekly to close. But if it closes anywhere above this level, I think we hit this one either this week or next week. So if it wicks above there, right, I would take some off and then hold some in case it closes the weekly above here. Yeah, then it could get aggressive. Fill in all of this towards here. Like if it's a spot play, at that point you just target and take off the same amount dollar-wise on every target, right? And it keeps paying you. But yeah, looking good for continuation. Should have long this as well. And fill as well. I was long on fill. And I pushed it out. If this dumps or starts ranging, I'll likely look to get in as well. Phil, where's Phil? Oh, this is, that's nice. I hope it dips a little. My position is, let me check if, where is it? Meme Pepe with Phil. You see, that's what I entered yesterday. I was up 1 hour already, but I thought it moved more. I think I'll be looking to get back into this, but honestly, I'd be happy if we get another cascade on Bitcoin, another leverage wipeout, and then look to get back in, because man, fundings indeed, they're getting crazy. So, but yeah, things can go up as long as things go up, right? Funding doesn't matter at all. It's when the market starts ranging and funding stays that high, then it's profitable to be in shorts, right? Not if the market's going up. Then you're getting paid more to just hold longs, pay that funding, and right? Let's see. I mean, even a sweep of this will do. Something like this. Because I think this is heading for 11. Because of the weekly, you know. You see this? Big ass range, clean highs above. Man, I need to get in. It's above the weekly open as well. Yeah, I'll likely get in. Honestly, I want to close out with free up that risk because yeah, I think Phil looks really good. Then for XRP, my stop is super wide, you know, so hopefully if Bitcoin, even if Bitcoin nukes a little, right, and this follows, it will just do this and then still go for the targets, or this. But the strength of XRP has been notable, right? Oof. People up 60%. I want to hold long-term spot. Thoughts on ADA? Yeah, I mean, stupid coin. But yeah, we'll probably go up, but don't think it will outperform, you know? It's dead, you know? It's like dot ADA. I don't like them. Rather focus on Sol. ARB. I like ARB. I wanna get in on dips as well. Spot. I think this will do good, but not sure if I'm gonna get it. But right now it's just ranging. You see. Ideally, get one more spike lower there, and then it looks ready. Like I've seen a lot of posts on this. Now it's ready. Now it's ready. It's gonna break out. It's gonna go. And all it does is just keep ranging and doing nothing. But I think once it does get going, it will be aggressive. To $4 or something, wouldn't be surprised at all. So maybe a retest of this. Maybe that's too much to ask for. But yeah, definitely liking this. LDO as well. Same thing basically. This weekly will be massive on LDO because it hasn't closed. Yeah, last week we did kind of close above here, but the real confirmation would be this week, you know, a significant close above range high. And that could be the trigger for us to, but yeah, as you can see, what I don't like is weekly low, weekly low, weekly low, weekly low. Yeah, and then this one as well. That's a lot of clean lows. Current daily, no flat bottom, so I definitely wait for a dip on this one. Don't think this breaks out significantly from here. If you get the chance to buy this, something here, well, something here, invalidation somewhere here, on spot and hold for the long term, that would be great, I think. What else? Matic, yeah, I already said I really like, but like those altcoins, Litecoin, I mean, fuck Litecoin. I gave it enough chances. Never did what I wanted. TIA, I also like. It's sad that yesterday Wick didn't sweep this, right? You know, our plan that we had for a while. But for TIA, I think the low might be in, but I think we're not ready to break out yet. So for this one, I would also wait. Just swept a lot of highs into supply, so definitely wouldn't be rushing into longs here or rush to buy here. Rather wait for something like this, more ranging, funding to flatten in general, and then look to target a lot higher. Or of course, if markets pull back, this could still go for the lows there, but I think you'd have to be lucky. All right. But yeah, I mean, if you look at this, like yesterday's dump was just a leverage wipeout, right? But what you want to see here maybe, or what we might get, is sustained downside, you know, and candle closes and downside on a longer term, you know, not like an hourly wick or a 4-hour wick, but a couple days of downside, right? And that's when you want to add more to your spot bags. And for Ethereum, I hope we first wick higher so I can sell some at least, and then look to get back in close to 3K would be nice. And ideally 2.6, but once again might be wishful thinking, I don't know. Ace broke out as well, also looking good. Newer coin. AI swept the lows but looking weak, not sure why. Yeah, just still in this high time frame range. Better to wait for a break above here. Dim. Oof, this one wicked quite a lot. sweeping all of this, but also looking weak for now. Would wait for a break in market structure at least. Remember we talked about waiting for the break above the origin of a candle like this. Well, pumped in there, no trigger. So retracing, maybe something like this. And then you get in there. Bit not my favorite at the moment, although I like that we swept the lows, but and the flat daily top, so probably heading back for this in the near future. But when, I don't know, maybe first to the lows, maybe first this and then that. Say, I like Say. Actually longed earlier, but then felt like I was I was in a bit too many positions, so closed it already. But I like yesterday's sweep and the strength it's showing above this range high. Although I don't like these clean lows right here, these 3 lows, so it would also be nice if you could take them out and then go. EGLD. Not my favorite looking one, because high is already swept and no strength showing above, so I'd wait for above here and then we can fill in all of this in here. Until then it's at resistance in my opinion with clean lows there, so better to wait for confirmation. Atom. Yeah, this looks good. I like this, but probably wouldn't enter here. I'd wait for a dip. This looks good though. Yeah, I like this sweep. It's just yeah, I like this. Clean highs above, low time frame sweeps of the lows. See, unswept. Just current daily, no real big wick to the downside, which is why I think we might revisit this. Let's mark it out in red. And the weekly low. Also, if you zoom out like this, it looks like we sent straight from the open, which is why I think we might also revisit this. So let's check on the 4 hour now. Yeah, difficult. Not sure you're gonna get down here. So the weekly low might be in, but the daily not sure. Maybe wait for a wick in there and then, so just a little bit more daily wick to the downside, you know, and then send it to this. Then you'd also have a better risk reward. I mean, if you target these highs, you have massive risk reward, but if you're being conservative and target this, invalidation probably, yeah, then below that weekly low or below here maybe, something like this. I like. Doggy we already did. See, I feel it in my, I don't know what, but the XRP is gonna moon, trust me. This will be trading above 7.5 in the coming days. I think. Come on, whiff, pump it. So, what are we gonna keep our eyes on? Phil, for sure. Atom, not bad as well. ARB, but not for trades. Well, yeah, those are for swings, you know. Pepe, yeah, I mean, for scalp longs maybe. You see, a chart like this, I'm gonna give you an example. You see the difference between a chart that looks like this and one that looks like this. Which one looks the most bullish to you guys? Whiff looks more bullish, no? Just based on candle closes and wicks. Well, to be honest, just on wicks, not even the close, because they both closed strong, right? But this one, big wick to the upside, then today's low, today's candle, also a good wick to the upside and trading rather weak, while with massive close, almost no wick to the downside, current daily candle, big wick to the downside being bought up, almost no wick to the upside, and trading very close to the daily open and yesterday wick. And that's the reason why I think we at least wick the highs again. And I wouldn't even be surprised if we see a lot higher. But yeah, it will depend on the rest of the market. Make sense? AVAX also still bullish, but also just ranging. A general question. Many people on Miro, we already did. On CT are afraid of sharing their trades because they say they might get hunted. Aren't you afraid of it? Nah, not really. They probably say that because they don't even trade. Who do you think is gonna hunt my stops? Like, yeah. If you're trading huge sizes and liquidations, then maybe yes. But with this account, like, Rose, I'll do. B-Mix, I'll do. And then I think we can hop off. Damn, Rose also was one I was still watching and I really liked. Because of this accumulation range, right? And because, indeed, you could say we did already sweep the highs. Yes, we broke back inside and then broke out again, retested range high as support. See how beautiful, and now we're simply taking off. But yeah, not too late to enter. I mean, maybe not for spot, but for margin. B-Mix. I'd wait for a run on these lows, especially because of the look of the daily, where it's looking rather weak. And we swept the highs twice, actually. See? So I'd wait for either strength above here to re-enter or a sweep into this demand that led to the rally, reclaim, and then look to long it back towards highs. Alright, that's gonna be it for today. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube. Thanks to Vela. If you want to join the Discord, use the link in the description and make a deposit. Okay. Stay safe out there. Fundings are really high at the moment, so don't be surprised if everything sees big wicks to the downside again, just like we had yesterday. For sure can happen again. Focus on spot, you know. That should be your main focus. Right now I'm not trading a main margin account. All I'm doing is buying bags of spot, right? And then playing that 10k account for fun. Trying to run it up. But the biggest gains, trust me, they come from spot. So focus on that. And take it easy, scale in, scale out. Don't forget to take some profits. And don't go all in. Alright? See you in the next one. Enjoy your weekend. And yeah, stay safe. Bye.